If you're going to list news feeds in a category on your site, you need to give the link a title or up in the menu. You can fill in the alias yourself and make sure you read the alias tooltip here and give yourself a note here. This will be the link that's generated. You need to set the status, set the access, the menu location, the parent item. Does it have a parent item or not? Once you've saved this, once you have this information filled in about here, you can hit save real quick and it'll bring you back to this page, and then you can order the item inside the menu that you put it in. You need to set a target window. Where are we sending the user after they click on this link? The default page, the language, and the template style we'll ignore right now. The template style, you can supply a custom template to this page, or design if you will. For the required settings, we have to choose a category. Remember, this is going to list news feeds in a specific category, so we need to choose the news feed category from which we're going to list all the news feeds. We've got a category options here. These options are also used when you click on one of the category links on the first page and or thereafter, unless they are changed for a specific menu item. So when we created the newsfeed categories, we gave it a title. Did we give it a description? Did we assign an image to it? And if so, do we want to show those on this page that we're about to render? We've got subcategory levels, empty categories, subcategory descriptions, and things like this. You can choose to show or hide the number of feeds in the category. Do we want to show that there's 2 feeds or 1 feed or 20 feeds in this specific category? The list items, again, the list layouts, these options are also used when you click on one of the category links on the first page and or thereafter, unless they're changed here for a specific menu item. So again, these are for the display select. Do you want to hide or show that? The table headings, the number of articles, feed links, pagination, and again, take the time if you're going to use this function and list news feeds in a category to read these tooltips. It explains everything in greater detail than we're going to go through here. You've got feed display options. When it shows the feed, are we showing the image? Are we showing the description, the content? Do we have a character count on the feed display? And then the feed display order. Most recent first, oldest first, things like this. The link title attribute, this is referring to the link in the menu that we're about to create. So if you have a drop-down menu, for instance, and someone rolls over it, what's going to be the title of that link? We've got link CSS style that we can put in. It's an optional custom style to apply to the menu hyperlink. We have a link image. It's optional as well to be used with the menu hyperlink. This may or may not be relevant. Most folks are working off some sort of pre-designed template in Joomla. But if you're not, then this is very useful. You've got to add menu title as well. That's also optional. And then page display options. Because this is a dynamically generated page within Joomla, we need to give it its own title tag. If you choose to show the page heading, it's going to become the H1 tag on the page. So here's where you would put in the page heading as well. And then the page class for custom page styling. If you're going to do that, you can go and create your own CSS and template.css and then refer to that class here. Metadata options for these dynamically generated pages. Make sure you have custom meta descriptions on every page of your website to include keywords as well. We've got robots and secure settings that we can set here. The robots is whether or not we want search engines to index this page, and the security deals with the SSL, whether or not we have to deal with it. We're going to ignore the rest on the right hand side here. It shouldn't be relevant to the default install in Joomla. Top right is save, save and close, save and new, and then we have cancel and a help button, and that's it. Thanks.